guys, today I'm going to show you the card experiment using this Quanser setup here. We are in our lab, which is in Richards 54, so we have 3 of these setups here. Whenever you come to the lab and want to run the experiment, please go over this poster here. There are good instructions and it explains all the system components you should know about the system. There are also safety instructions. So today I'm going to show you this card system here, which we want to move like in this direction here. And this can be used with a pendulum too. And what we want to do is, in the pendulum experiments, we attach the pendulum on the shafts of this encoder here, and we try to control the angle of this pendulum. But in this experiment, we won't be using this pendulum. But what we only want to control is the position of this card. What we're going to do is we're going to give a voltage to the card system, and we're going to see it moving from left to right. And keep in mind that if we give a positive voltage to the card, it will always go from left to right. Okay? So this is the positive X direction. Let's maybe talk about these components here. Whenever we give a voltage to the card, the voltage comes from this cable to the motor here, which is connected to this gear here. And it is amplified by this power module, then it is transferred to our motor. And we have also 2 encoders here. These white cables are connected to the encoders. The middle one is for the shaft here. This is for pendulum, but again, we won't use this one in our experiment today. The other one is for the position of the card. So these encoders are connected to our digital to analog and analog to digital converter, because you know this is our physical system and this is our computer, and we want to give a command from our computer, which is digital. We want to send values from this digital world to a real-time physical world. So therefore we need a conversion between those signals. So this takes care of those conversions. So, and right now we can go to Simulink and show you what kind of a model we have. You're going to find the card experiments on desktop on all of the computers in our lab here. So please double click card experiment and you're going to see 3 Simulink models. We're going to be using step input design model. Okay, so this is already open here. So I'm going to show you what components, what blocks we have here. First of all, whenever you want to build your, create your new Simulink model, please make sure to copy and paste this quad block here. This is very important. Without this, your system won't work. And make sure that the board selected is named Q4, okay? So after having this, we have a constant block which goes to a saturation block, then it goes to right analog. This means we are giving 2 voltages to our motor, which is connected to channel 0. You can see 0 here. So it's this block takes care of writing analog signal to our motor. Okay, so we will send 2 volts, see, and it will go through a saturation block because we don't want to burn our motor. If accidentally we send a value higher than 5 volts, only 5 volts will go through this wire here. So this is our motor. Then we also connect the scope here, and we're gonna observe what voltage goes to our motor when we run the experiment. We have another Quanser block here, which helps us to read the encoder, and our encoder for card position is connected to channel 0 again, and there is this resolution block. Whenever you want to build a new block, please copy and paste all these saturation, analog, rise, read encoder, and resolution blocks. And then with the scope here again, we're going to be able to read our position in scope. So right now I'm gonna start my experiment, but before going to that, I need to build my model in order to get the executable code. So I go from the tabs here, I go to Quark, and then click on Build block button, and then you see my code gets executed. If I receive this here, created executable step input design, I'm good to go. I can go back to my model and start my experiment. So before starting the experiment, make sure that your card is on the left hand side, because it will go like this. After I hit the start button, I'm gonna put my mouse on the play button here in order to stop the experiment after a while, because it will go like forever to the right direction, because I'm giving constant voltage, right? Okay, my card is on the left, and let's start the experiment and see if this will go to the right direction. And I'm gonna keep my mouse on the stop button. Start. And let's stop. Let's look at the scopes here. So this is my voltage input. See, you can see that I gave a constant of 2 volts. And here is my position. If I auto scale, I will be able to see. So, and this is my position. So let me remind you that this model is on the desktop here under the card experiment folder. So hopefully these instructions will help you to run this model without any problems. Thank you.